Hi, and welcome back. Hollywood funny gal Amy Schumer has one explanation for why people might not support Hillary Clinton. She said in an interview, quote, "Those people aren't informed. If you go, why don't you like Hillary? They go, she lied about her emails. What else is she going to lie about?" People get one fact, and that's that they latch on to about a candidate. The train wreck star also said that if Donald Trump wins, she's moving to Spain. Here to discuss Schumer and so much more, and possibly where he'll move come November, it's radio big shot and host of The Breakfast Club and podcast host extraordinaire, it's Charlamagne Tha God.
What's up, Kennedy?
Where will you move if Donald Trump becomes president?
I'm not moving no damn where. Why? I'm an American, too. Like, even if I don't agree with, who we elected as head of state, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just going to hope that democracy, plays a big role in whoever's in the White House, and we push whoever's in the White House to do things that we need done.
Whoever is going to be the next president is going to be so hated. Absolutely. And it's not even going to take 2 years. Like, usually it takes about 2 years, and then people start to really despise the president.
2 minutes.
Yeah, seriously.
As soon as they become president-elect.
Yeah, November 9th. People are going to be so completely over whatever the forthcoming administration is.
Yep.
But I have an issue with someone like this because she says people don't like Hillary Clinton because they're not informed, which is an insult because most people don't like Hillary Clinton. She hasn't gotten over 50% of the vote, and she's probably the most discussed candidate ever. I mean, there are more books about her as non-president than there has been about people who've actually been president, like Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan. I think we know enough about her. Do you think sometimes celebrities over-exaggerate to make ill-informed points?
Yeah, I think Amy Schumer is misinformed on Hillary Clinton. I'm not anti-Hillary Clinton at all, but I can't overlook the reasons why people don't like her. I mean, Google Hillary in Benghazi, Google Hillary in Libya, I mean, she talks about the email scandals. I mean, Hillary said that she didn't know that the big C on the emails meant classified. Like, Google Hillary and super predators. There's a lot of different reasons why people don't like Hillary Clinton, so.
I mean, you could Google Hillary Clinton and hot sauce and your name comes up.
That is true. But with the hot sauce thing, she was not being facetious because it's old interviews where she talked about actually liking Tabasco because it's good for her immune system. So that's one of the times where she didn't get caught in a lie. She may not have had hot sauce in her bag in that moment.
She didn't have hot sauce in her bag.
But she has indulged in hot sauce.
I believe that she has indulged in hot sauce. But when I hear, and then Amy Schumer went on to say, Donald Trump doesn't pay his workers. And then she said there's never been a nominee who's ever not released their taxes. That is actually factually incorrect. He is the first person to run for president as a major party nominee who hasn't released his taxes since 1976.
Yikes.
But not ever. You can't say never and ever and be taken seriously.
So she's misinformed, clearly.
She's misinformed, and she is guilty of the sin that she...
In her defense, though, she's a comedian, not a politician.
She is, and not funny when she talks about politics, and I think she should steer clear of that arena.
She can't be you, Kennedy. Everybody can't be funny and be well-versed on politics.
You're the nicest person I've ever met in my life. You know that. You know that. All right, a new study from the journal Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin says the stereotype that young people are liberal is just plain wrong, because according to the report, millennials are more likely to identify as conservatives than Generation Xers or baby boomers when they were at the same age. You talk to a lot of people on the radio, on your podcast, people come up to you all the time in the street. They say this is the most polarized generation politically, that there are a lot of people who describe themselves as really, really conservative millennials, and a lot of people who describe themselves as really, really liberal. Why do you think that is?
I don't even think that's accurate. I think millennials are way more liberal than conservative. I mean, if you talk to a lot of these millennials, they're very fluid as far as their sexuality, as far as their gender. Like, I don't think that they're conservative at all.
That's true, and they tend to be much more accepting of gay marriage and transgender friends and things like that.
Absolutely.
And
race, everything.
And issues of race, but they also self-identify as politically conservative.
Maybe they don't know the correct term of what politically conservative is. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons Bernie Sanders had caught fire was because of the millennials. Millennials liked him because he wasn't necessarily conservative. He was more liberal than conservative, right?
Yeah, no, he was definitely liberal, and I think that just goes to show that there are people, almost a quarter of millennials say they consider themselves conservative. It's 23%. But I think an even larger number say that they're really liberal, and that's why someone like Bernie Sanders in any other era, people would have laughed him off the stage for being an old socialist, but with millennials, they were like, huh.
I mean, I think with Bernie, I think, Barack being a viable African-American president, that's why it's so shocking that a lot of people, even millennials, don't like Hillary.
Yeah.
But that's because millennials are way more informed than people like Amy Schumer.
That's right. They're informed. They've Googled Benghazi. They've Googled super predators. They know exactly where she's coming from.
Absolutely.
There's too much information.
But I definitely agree with that. Millennials are absolutely liberal, like a lot. Like whoever did that article or study needs to go out and talk to some kids.
The young people.
Yeah, you'll be like kind of upset of how liberal they are at times. Like they
doing a shakes and sense and
yeah, it's like come on.
Don't spend all my money.
Yeah, you have to have a little bit of tradition with you. They have none.
Wow,
yeah.
I feel like I'm talking to Phyllis Schlafly. Charlamagne Tha God.
Yeah.
Come by anytime.
You know I love being here.
I love having you. I'll see you very soon.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yay.